All right, so this is a special content writing class, and it is for aspiring and current content writers to learn how to create clear, engaging, and result-driven content. So, by implication, at the end of the 6 months class, we should be able to create clear, engaging, and result-driven content. Now, when I talk about content, I'm talking about written content. So even if the form of content you want to create is not written content eventually, for instance, you want to go into video content, you still need the written content, right? And it is called a script, a video script. So as long as you want to be a content creator, then you need to be able to write clearly, engagingly, and persuasively. So everything you wish for in this life is freedom. All of us, what we want is freedom. We want to be free. Freedom to pursue whatever you want. Freedom to buy and own whatever you want. Freedom to do whatever you want with your time. Imagine everything you can achieve or do when you are free and independent. So when you have money, money can buy you some time. When you have your health in good shape, you are free. Now, learning and mastering content writing can help you gain this freedom. Then you lack the clarity of thought. You can't even express your thoughts logically, engage your audience, and get them to take your desired action. Here are the problems: your chosen topic, your audience, the language to address them, the format of your message. For your chosen topic, you have not learned to think critically and articulate your thoughts. So you are not sure about the ideas you are sharing. So the assignments I gave you from the first Sunday and then the second Sunday, the 2 assignments, you can see from that experience how most of you struggle with the chosen topic, the topic that you choose on your own niche, a topic you are interested in. So this is where the problem usually starts from. And throughout the class and my feedback to you, I have always emphasized this: your chosen topic. Secondly, your audience. You don't know your audience, their challenges and pain points, and what they want to achieve. Now, when you know your topic very well, through research or experience in that area, that industry, that niche, and you know your audience, you are going to succeed as a content writer. Yes, someone wants to enter the class. All right. So once you know your topic and you know your audience, nothing stops you. Nobody can stop you from writing effectively. And that's why these 2 points, these 2 factors are so important. You cannot miss out on any of them. It's when you know your topic and the audience that you know the language, whether you are going to be conversational or formal or humorous. It depends on your audience, their age, their interests, and finally the format of your message. So most of you during the one-on-one discussions, I talked about the format of your content. So there's something called content structure. So it is part of what you are going to learn in the paid class. So, but what I wanted you to realize in the free classes were these 2 factors: your chosen topic and your audience. So let me go ahead. So this class is for you if you want to write clearly, engagingly, and persuasively. So it's very simple. At the end of the 6 months training, you are supposed to be a very clear, engaging, and persuasive writer. At the end of the 6 months training, right? So please take note of that. Then 3 lifetime benefits of signing up for this class. So there are 3 major benefits you are going to gain, like forever, once you sign up for this class. Number 1, learning content writing. Number 2, making money from content writing. Number 3, starting a business with content writing. Now, learning content writing. 3 things you will learn under learning content writing. Number 1 is content writing. So, and these are some of the topics we'll be talking about. Choosing your niche. So most of you struggled to find your niche, which was why after my feedback, some went back to do the corrections and came back with different niches. So I understand that some of us still struggle with the niche we want to write on. But this paid class is going to offer you the opportunity to experiment, to learn more about other niches, those places you think, those topics you think you might not be interested in. They might really be very interesting. So this is part of what you are going to learn. Then there's something called content brief. This content brief details everything you need to know about a topic or the audience of that topic and the areas of that topic you ought to cover when you start writing. So the content brief is a document that details everything you need to know in order to create high quality content. So it includes the areas of the topic you are going to research on, and it also includes the resources you are going to consult and those ones you are not going to consult. The content brief is very detailed. So the content brief is created by content strategists. So at some point you will learn about content strategy. But let me move ahead. The next one is the content outline. This is where we talk about the structure of your content. Throughout the time you are writing the assignment, some people were reaching out to me to ask if the content should have an introduction or a conclusion. But in this paid class, you will see how to outline your content and how to structure your content. If somebody is about to join the class. All right. So when you talk about the structure of writing, you are looking at three major things. The first one is introduction. You learn how to go straight to a point and speak to your buyer persona. Your buyer persona is your audience. Your buyer persona or your audience is the person you are talking to. You are not talking to a group of people when you are writing. You are talking to one specific person. So a buyer persona in content marketing, it's a term in content marketing used to describe one person that represents a group of people. So you get to learn about this. So the introduction of an article or a piece of writing is usually the copy of a product or service. The product or service in content writing is the body of the article or the content, those headings and subheadings. That's what you offer, the knowledge you offer or the information you offer your reader. So you are going to learn how to create compelling introductions. Without a compelling introduction, it is difficult for you to convince people to read your content. And that's why it's important that you learn it. Let me let somebody into the class. All right. Then we'll talk about the body. And in talking about the body of your article, we are going to be talking about the headings, the main headings and the subheadings. We are going to learn how to build effective sentences. There are different types and structures of a sentence. We are going to learn how to create a compelling paragraph and transitions. So you should have noticed throughout the assignments and my feedback, I never mentioned anything about your sentences. I didn't talk about the tenses. I didn't talk about the punctuation. I didn't want to talk about all those things because I wanted you to focus on knowing the topic and your audience. But these are details of the lessons you are going to learn. So we are going to dive deep into some of those things you think you know or you must have learned from primary school to your university. For some of you who are still in university, I'm sure most universities in Nigeria they do use of English. But you cannot write effectively if you don't know the types and the structures of a sentence. Because these are the building blocks of a paragraph. And paragraphs are the building blocks of your content. So we are going to get deep into this. Under the body still, we're going to talk about the elements of good writing. For instance, when you see an article or a piece of writing, how do you know this is good writing? What makes good writing? We're going to go into those details. And finally, the conclusion. So I think a few of you throughout the assignment, let me admit someone into the class. So a few of you during the assignments, I saw some actually took their conclusion very seriously and even included a CTA. CTA means call to action. Like, what is the next step? After reading this article, what is the next step? So we're going to talk about the CTA when you are concluding, because when you are concluding, you are summarizing the points you have made, and finally, you are calling the reader to action. This is the point where you persuade your audience to take action. So it's not enough writing something that is compelling or entertaining. At the end of the day, what do you want the reader to do? You are going to learn to do that. All right, so I move on. So how the class will help you. So you have a solid foundation for clear, engaging, and persuasive writing. You will gain expertise in specific content niches because, like I said, you are going to experiment with various niches. So some of you who may not be interested in technology might want to experiment with technology. What is happening in technology? Technology is one of the most lucrative content writing niches. So you have heard of SaaS, SaaS, right? Software as a service. So we're going to discuss all these things and you're going to experiment. You have the opportunity to experiment. So like I said in the beginning, for the benefit of the people still coming in, you can never know you're interested in a topic unless you have written about it or read about it. So don't just stay in your comfort zone of that specific niche or topic you have always been interested in or passionate about. You need to experiment. And this paid class is going to give you the opportunity to do that. You are going to have access to live classes, recorded videos, and Simply Moses. You are going to have access to me. So anytime you are confused about anything, you just book a call, 15 to 30 minutes. Once we're able to utilize it, then fine. But you're going to have access to me. You can always send me messages on WhatsApp to ask me questions about your concerns. The next topic you're going to learn is content editing. So you're going to learn to review, fact check, and refine your draft. Remember, draft, that's the key word. To improve its overall structure clarity and effectiveness. So for those who do not know, I'm a content editor. I've always been an editor, and I'm very precise about words and sentences and paragraphs, right? So implication is this: when I'm reading your work, except I don't want to consider that area of editing, I don't just review to see if what you have written is interesting enough. I also fact check all the details of your writing. So you don't just make a claim without adding the source to that claim. And even if you have added the source, I'm going to visit that source to find out if it is correct. Some of you witnessed this in my feedback for those who cited sources. So, but you are going to learn how to do that. You are going to see me in the process, and we'll do it together. You learn how to do that. Then you are going to learn to rewrite, reorganize, and revise your content for consistency, accuracy, and flow. So some of you in the assignment, you made a claim in the first paragraph, and then made another claim that disengages the reader in the last paragraph of the subsequent paragraph. So that is inconsistency, and it renders your work inaccurate. So it is part of what you are going to learn. So remember, I said it is a draft. So once you are done writing, it is a draft. You have your first draft. So we have first draft, second draft, third draft, depending on the number of revisions allowed. But then after the first draft comes editing. This is where you, the content writer, edits. Now it's important that you learn content editing, because most of those jobs that are open to content writers, they want people who can edit their own work, because they don't want to overlabel their in-house editors. So imagine you have written something so beautiful, so effective, but then there are things to correct there, right? So as a content writer, I need to learn this skill so that you can improve, you can stand a better chance of landing these jobs. So most people don't just want content writers, they want content writers who are also editors, who can edit their own work. So this is how the class will help you. You will enhance your writing skills for more nuanced and expressive communication. You develop a distinctive and authentic writing style, and write from the heart. I'm talking about authenticity here, writing from the heart. You're not just writing to impress anybody. You are addressing a human being, a real human being who needs an answer to the question you are answering. Therefore, you need to address them in a way that they will understand. And finally, you are going to have access to live classes, recorded videos, and Simply Moses. The next thing you are going to learn is content marketing. I'm sure most of us should have heard of content marketing before. And these are some of the topics you are going to learn under content marketing. SEO, you have heard of SEO writing. So you are going to learn the basics of SEO writing. What is SEO? What are SEO strategies? You discover the power of compelling headlines. So how do you create headlines or titles that are compelling, that can make people click on what you have written? This is not about clickbait. I'm sure you must have heard of clickbait. No, this one is headlines that make promises that people will find in your content. You are going to learn how to create meta descriptions. You are going to learn how to use and apply backlinks for ranking purposes. You are going to learn how to publish and distribute your content. So it's not enough creating content. You need to publish the content. And you're going to learn why you need to do that, where you should publish and distribute your content, like websites and social media, and how you should publish and distribute your content. Then how you will promote, how to promote, let me correct this, how to promote your published content. How the class will help you. You will know how content marketing works. You understand how search engines like Google work. You have access to live classes, recorded videos, and Simply Moses. I think I need a break. Let's go for a 2-minute break, and then I'll continue with learning from content writing, which is the second point of the 3 things you gain from signing up for this class. Let's go for a 2-minute break. So by 6:37, we will return. So you don't need to leave the call. I'll just stop sharing, and then I'll drink some water, and then we'll be back. Thank you. All right, we are back. So please indicate if you're also back so that I can carry on. Okay. Somebody said they cannot join. I hope the person is here now. Okay. All right, so let me move. I'm sure you guys are waiting for the price. Don't worry, the price is going to be very affordable. I know my audience, so don't bother about that yet. Okay, let me share my screen. All right, we are back. Correct. I hope you drank water. You can see my screen now, right? Please indicate. Okay, fantastic. All right, so for the benefit of the latecomers, let me just refresh this. So this is number 2. So I'm sure you are wondering what number 1 is and how we came to this point. So let me just refresh. We don't have much time now, so but let me be fast about it. So I was just talking about the 3 lifetime benefits of signing up for this class. And number 1 is learning content writing, which is the one I just finished describing. Number 2 is making money from content writing. Number 3 is starting a business with content writing. So let's go to making money from content writing. All right. So earning from content writing. So these are some of the topics or the things we'll be talking about for earning from content writing. Content monetization, how to make money through content writing. So there are so many options. So there is affiliate freelance writing, there is content mails, niche expertise, content marketing. Let me close this. Content marketing, technical writing, copywriting, ghostwriting, social media management, email marketing, influencer marketing. There are so many other ways you can earn from content writing, but these are just the common ones. So if you hear that somebody is a social media manager, social media content creator, whatever, including email marketer, then that person is a content writer, because content writing is the basics. Don't ever forget this. If you can write content effectively, you can do any of these. So you will learn how to create strong writing portfolio, then how to position and market your services, your content writing services effectively to potential clients or customers. You know where to find job opportunities. There are job opportunities, thousands of job opportunities. And you know how to price your content writing services. Because, okay, you are good, you are excellent. So how do you price? Probably you need money. And then you are afraid you might lose that job if you don't price well. If you price higher, you might lose it. If you price lower, you might lose it. So where do you draw the line? We are going to learn that in this class. Then how to negotiate with clients. So how do you negotiate? So over the weeks, I've been negotiating with some of you. Negotiation is a skill you need as if you want to make money as an employee or as a business owner. You need to learn to negotiate, right? And negotiation is all about advocating for yourself while considering the other person. So you are going to learn that. Then the third point is build with content writing. So you learn content writing, you earn from it through those means and more, and then you can build a business with content writing. So this is where we talk about how to start blogging. You have heard of Linda Cage, but we're not even going to go there. There are so many things you can do with blogging without mentioning Linda Cage and her gossip blog. So you learn how to network with industry professionals, right? How about your fellow content writers? Because everything is all about connection, not the connection we know in Nigeria. Talking about networking, meeting people who can help you and who you can help. So the class is going to provide an opportunity for that. So even though the class is one-on-one, based on the fact that everybody has their own level of writing skill, you are still going to get to the point after 6 months where you will all come together as one and then share ideas. So you're going to learn how to start and grow a business online and offline with content writing. So probably you're already a business owner, or you have this business idea and you are looking forward to starting and growing it. Content writing can help you do that, and you are going to learn it from this class. Then features of the class include structured lessons and interactive exercises. So this means that you are going to write a lot and you are going to read a lot. You are going to write and read a lot. You cannot do content writing effectively without writing and without the reading, because reading affords you the opportunity to research, or you can say research will afford you the opportunity to read. You are going to read a lot. So I'll be assigning you reading exercises. So this is not a joke. It's a serious matter. Number 2, personalized feedback on your assignment. Already it is one-on-one. So you're going to get that opportunity for me to read your work and then give you feedback that will help you improve. So there are so many places or platforms where you can go and learn content writing, right? There are so many places you can do that. However, Here, those places will not give you the opportunity to write. They'll just teach you the principles and strategies, and then that's it. But here, you are going to write, and you're going to get my feedback as you write, and even as you edit, you are going to learn. You are going to learn. Number 3, in-depth exploration of advanced writing techniques. This is where storytelling comes in. Today, there's a new role in town, and the role is social media storytelling. Social media storytelling. So most companies have moved from social media management to social media storytelling, because if you go to social media, people are just posting anything. But what drives social media is storytelling. People love stories. We are all storytellers, but most of us are not good story writers. You are going to learn that. So creative expression and finding a unique writing voice. Everybody has their own unique writing voice. For instance, some of you must have noticed, when you wrote the first assignment, I read it. You wrote the second assignment, I read it, and I told you that this is not the voice you used to write the first one. That means something must have happened. Either you used AI or you did copy and paste. So already I know all of your writing voices from just reading your work. I've been an editor, so I know. Once I read your first work and it is from you, I know. And that's the way I talk about authenticity and honesty and writing from the heart. So you are going to find your unique voice and you are going to develop it. Customized guidance based on the specific requirements for each writing genre or niche. So there are ways to write about various niches, and you are going to learn that. Then finally, real-world application of skills through practical exercise. So you are going to see how all these things work together, from research to planning, to drafting, to editing, to optimization, to publishing and distribution, to promoting and making money from your content. I think we have less than 15 minutes. I've been notified. So these are the features of the class. So finally, we'll talk about the pricing guide. So, but before that, if you have any questions, let me know. If you want me to write on, I'll write on. Any questions, you can give comments or raise your hand. If you want me to write on, I'll write on. Okay, Arinze.
Okay, good evening, sir.
Yeah, good evening.
Good evening, sir. Can you hear me, sir?
Yeah, sure, I can hear you.
Okay, I wanted to ask, you said something about content writing being very key and very useful if you're a business owner and you want to explore a new business. I don't know, I don't think I'm quoting you well, but if you said something about it is very useful for a business owner who wants to open a new business and market it, can you elaborate on that? Are you basically saying that every new business, in order for them to actually market well, they need a content writer, or what exactly are you saying, sir?
Okay, thank you for the question. So first of all, the people here, you are either somebody who wants to learn content writing to make money from it as a freelancer, or you want to start a business, or maybe tomorrow you want to start a business, whether the business is online or offline, and make money through content writing. And I'm saying either way, it is very possible. But to address your specific question, this is how it works. So you're a content writer, and content writing is used to attract, engage, and persuade people online, right, to come to your business and patronize you, because content writing is used to inform them. If you inform and entertain people enough, you can actually persuade them to take any desired action you want, right? That is number one. The number two, your audience or members of your audience or your potential customers, they are online, because these days everybody's online. Everybody's online these days. So no matter where you have your shop, whether it's in the middle of the market where there are no passers by, right? You can, from anywhere, from your living room, create content and then attract people to your product or your service. And you can do that through content writing by posting and distributing your content online. You can't do that otherwise. You can use video content, of course, but you need to write the script first, and that is content writing. So if you are still confused, because I think we have less than 10 minutes, if you are still confused, you can chat me up on WhatsApp and we'll talk more about it. But definitely, in the paid class, we are going to elaborate on this, and I'll show you how it works. You are going to see how it works. All right, thank you. Any other question? So if you want me to write on, please indicate so that I can write on. I have less than 10 minutes. Okay. All right. So this is where the money issue comes in. So we're not fighting about the price. So this is the pricing guide. So like I said, I asked a few of you because I needed data. I know you are my audience, right? And I did my research. I asked a few of you. This is how it works. You need to know the topic. You need to know your audience. It's when you know the topic and the audience that everything aligns, right? So with time, you're going to learn how all these things work. So the pricing for the class varies based on the complexity and scope and duration. No matter your skill level or budget, we have good class prices for everyone. So compare our class plans and simplify your choice. Now, at the end of this class, I'm going to post the link to this document so you have access to it. You can visit it, you can read it, understand more, ask more questions, and then make your choice. So here is the plan. So we have basic plan, business plan, and grow plan. So for the basic plan, it is 2 months. The business plan is 4 months. The grow plan is 6 months. So for the basic plan, the price is 13,000. The business plan is 26. The grow plan is 39. So for the basic plan, I believe all of you can see my screen. We have 8 classes or 8 sessions, like 8 serious classes. It doesn't affect the one-on-one discussions that will last between 15 to 30 minutes. And at the end of the 2 months, you have two solid articles. 2 solid articles you can present to employers, content writing employers. Then the one-on-one direct feedback is still there. I just mentioned it. Then you are going to learn content writing things, those topics under content writing in this document, which I'll share the link so that you can read about it well. Then you are going to learn content editing. So that is all for the basic plan. For the business plan, you can see the price. You can see it's 4 months. That is 16 classes or sessions. You are going to produce 4 articles, 4 solid articles at the end of the 4 months. Then the one-on-one direct feedback is still applicable here. You are going to learn content writing. You are going to learn content editing. In addition, you learn content marketing and how to earn from content writing. Then for the grow plan, it is 39,000 and it's going to last for 6 months, 24 classes or sessions, 6 solid articles. The one-on-one direct feedback still applies. Content writing, content editing, content marketing, how to earn from content writing, then how to build a business with content writing. So that is the plan. And I believe it works for everybody. It works for everybody. So I'm not going to remove anything from what you have seen so far, but I can add, right, based on your concerns and your questions. For instance, there's something about the portfolio which I will add later, and then I'll share in the group. I'll share it on the group so that you know. But for now, this is what I can offer, and I hope it is affordable. So I think we have less than 5 minutes to end. So like I said, I'll share the video recording for those who are late, so you can go through from the first page and know exactly some of the things I talked about. And I'll share the link to this document so that you can visit it, revise it, sleep on it, laugh with it, cry with it, whatever you want to do with it, as long as you understand what you are going to learn, what it takes to learn, and what your concerns are. You can bring all of them to me on WhatsApp and I will address them. Thank you so much. And let me have your questions or your comments if you have any. Any comments? Okay, Anita.
Good evening, sir.
Yeah, good evening.
Okay, so I just wanted to ask, like, the payment plan, is it going to be installment payments or we have to pay in full?
Okay, so yeah, so if everybody understands that question, let me just lower your hand. So this is what I want. For the 2 months plan, you are going to pay twice, right? If you can pay in full, okay. So if you can pay in full, then fine. Otherwise, I think the same applies to the rest. But if you have specific needs, just let me know and I will consider in private. Just ask me in private and I'll consider. We are not much in the group, so I can attend to everybody. Then if I have more information on this, I'll share. But if you have specific needs that I cannot address now, right, then please let me know in private and we will discuss it in the group. I will post it on the group. Okay. Juliet.
Okay, good evening, sir.
Good evening.
I just want to say thank you very much for the time it's taken to teach us and take us through this section. Actually, this is my first section since you started. I think I notified you the reason why I've not been joining classes, and I think today I'm able to do that, and I joined quite early. Okay, thank you very much.
You're welcome.
One of my questions is to ask about what the previous person just asked now.
Okay.
I don't think I still get how the plan is going to go, but all the whole thing that you said, I got them. Well, maybe privately I can still come and get how you want the payment to be made. And again, my second thanks is for making this quite affordable. Even for the contract for the 6 months, it's still quite affordable. And I believe that you're going to make it in a way that we who are what are we even called? Who are salary earners can be able to, see what we could be making as payments monthly.
Okay.
Thank you for making it quite available. I believe that I'll be joining for the paid class as we're going to be starting. So
All right.
you can also tell us when it's going to be starting, or it's going to be individually when you are free to start, then the person can notify you. Or do you have any specific dates that you have for the classes to officially
Okay.
open for the paid class so that we know?
Okay. Okay. I got your questions. You can also forward me the questions on WhatsApp, right? And then I will address them on the group because there's no more time. But definitely, everything will work out fine. I'll keep updating that document, and I'll keep updating you guys on the group. So please, due to lack of time, somebody was raising their hand. Someone was raising their hand, but there's no more time. So, if you have any questions, what I will do is I'll just ask me the question. I will screenshot it and answer it on the group. I think that will work. All right. Thank you, everybody. So, I wish you the best as well. All right. Thank you. Okay. Collins, the class is ending already. But let's see. Yeah, Collins, please speak. The call goes to end though. Hello, Collins, you are muted.
Hello, I said I'll ask you privately.
Oh, okay, no problem, no problem. All right. So let me end the call now so that we can all be about our various businesses. All right, thank you for coming. You're welcome.